Well, I got a good start on the clearing here. Looks quite a bit different already. So really I'm kind of just making a mess right now, but anything that's firewood size, I'm gonna buck it up. I'll just leave it lay where it's at, and then at the end I'll come along and grab it all and split it and stack it somewhere out of the way. A lot of this little stuff, I'm just gonna cut it up, and then I have a skid steer reserved for a week from today. So when I have the skid steer, I'll just push all that off to the side, make piles, and then burn it during the winter. But this shouldn't take too long. I already got a pretty good dent in it. So last video I talked about taking down this maple tree behind me. It's right in front of the cabin, but the general consensus was to take it down so it doesn't cause problems later. So I'm gonna take it down right now. It does have a pretty good lean away from the cabin, so that's good. Shouldn't be any problems. All right, well, I'm glad that's out of the way. This is really the only tree that's big enough to cause serious damage around here. So I feel pretty good about that. Well, good morning. It's the next day. My dad's on his way up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start carving away and getting some of this cut up. I'm glad I cut all this down yesterday because today it's really windy. So it's just bucking stuff up today. I do have some more to take down right in here. Probably not going to get to that today. We'll just be focusing on getting this kind of cleaned up, getting some firewood put up. And then I'm going to hack some of this down here because this is where we're going to park. So I'll clear out a nice area in here, enough to fit like 4 cars in case we have guests. And then who knows, one day down the line I might end up building a garage here, but that'll be the parking pad area. Well, all right, I guess just pick a spot and start hacking. So this looks like a mess right now, but I have several piles of bucked up firewood along here. There's some there, but now to kind of speed this up a little bit, we're just gonna buck them into 10-foot pieces or so and then drag them off. And I have stacks back in the woods here, and then because I can go and I can buck those up at any time. Well, my dad ended up going home. He was here for a couple days. It pretty much poured the whole time he was here, so we weren't able to get a whole lot done, but we got a lot of firewood bucked up. So here's what I have cleared all around the cabin. There's just brush to drag out of the way now. I'm splitting at least this pile, then I'm hauling all this to the woodshed up by the main cabin. So I'm gonna fill up that shed all the way, and then the rest of the stuff that's left over, I'll just stack in the woods here and tarp it.
Good. Hey, buddy.
It's been pretty much overcast all day today, past couple days actually. And we were gone for a couple days, so I'm gonna run the Jenny to top off the batteries quick. All right, well, I just have 2 more rows to go, so I'll do those tomorrow morning. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. So I just have a little bit left to go to finish filling up that cubby. I am gonna fill up this 3rd stall as well. I'm gonna move this stuff, and then I have all this wood right here, and there's some more stacked back there. I just gotta buck that up. So then this whole woodshed will be full, which will be nice. Also, when I go tear down that trailer on the new property, the siding, I'm going to use that for the roof on this woodshed, get rid of this tarp. Might as well use it, it's metal siding, you know, it's free. I mean, I'm just going to throw it away or recycle it, I guess, otherwise, but I could use it. It'll be better than the tarp anyways. Tarp works fine, but, you know, it's kind of a temporary solution. Sorry for the lack of video last week. It was raining pretty much all last week, and then I've been sick too, so that hasn't helped anything really. I haven't gotten a whole lot done actually. But I've pretty much just been doing firewood. You know, you got to do it, you got to have heat, and I don't get firewood delivered. It all comes from the land here, so it takes a little bit of time. Usually takes me about a week, maybe a little bit longer, to get enough firewood put up for the next year. All we heat with is a wood stove, so it's pretty important to get that done. Skeeter, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Bring it here. So here's where we're at with the clearing around the cabin. It looks a lot different than it did at the start of this video, that's for sure. I'm pretty much done cutting trees down that way. I'll take a few of these in here probably. And then I'm gonna take out this clump right here. But then that'll pretty much be it for that. I did push back the skid steer rental. I'm just not quite ready for it yet. It's still early in the year, so I got plenty of time yet. And I wanna make sure I have all the trees down that I'm gonna take down, you know, before I rent it. So that'll be a couple weeks, but then I can push all this stuff, you know, further back in the woods. It's been kind of nice taking a break from the build here and doing something else. I probably won't get a whole lot done on the log cabin here for the next week or so, because I'm just going to keep doing firewood and getting this cleaned up a little bit, taking down the rest of the trees that I need to. But it was good to get the trees cleared out around the cabin here. It gives me a little bit of elbow room when it comes time to do the roof. But yeah, this will be nice back here, especially when I get the skid steer and move all this stuff, kind of level out a yard. Be pretty nice. There's really not much left to do before we can roof this thing, so that'll be good. I'm excited for that. Well, all right, I'm gonna spend the next couple days getting some more firewood put up. A lot of you have been asking for longer videos, so from here on out I'll try to make them 20 minutes or longer. But we got the land cleared around the log cabin for the most part. There's just a little bit more left to do, and then I'll be back at her. So stay tuned. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one.